Hello there, and welcome to the Pipsoclock weekly news preview for the last week of October into the first day of November. That's from 27th all the way to the 31st of October, then to the 1st of November. All right, so let's say from 28th October, really, because Monday is when trading will actually resume fully well. So from 28th of October all the way to the 1st of November. So that's what we'll be covering today. And in this preview, we are going to be looking at only high impact events, and in some cases where it really is necessary, then we can consider medium impact events. Now, the whole essence of this is to help guide you so that you will be well prepared to know when to be in the market and when not to waste your time in the market, because at the end of the day, you want to trade to win. So let's get started. So we're going to start with Monday. So I'm going to switch over to Monday here. We are going to be using the economic calendar from FX Street, and if needs be, we can make some consultations to with the Forest Factory calendar if there's a need for that. So on Monday, the only high impact event we have on Monday, 28th of October, is the speech by the BOC governor, that's the Bank of Canada's governor, Mark Lem. He will be speaking, and that is the only high impact event we can see for Monday. And if you want to add the medium impact event there, that will be at 20:45. Now, take note that the timing here is GMT plus one, so it's the local time in Nigeria. So by 8:30, 15, 18:30, that's 6:30 p.m. That's when BOC governor will be speaking, and then at 8:45, 20:45, the ECB's the Guindos, a member of the European Central Bank Monetary Policy Committee, will be speaking also. So just two speeches for Monday. So you don't really need to mind so much if you're not trading any instruments related to those two. Okay. Then on Tuesday, we have only one high impact event. Again, it's another speech by Mark Lem for the Canadian dollar. And then on Wednesday, we then will look at the Australian dollar, some events from Australia at 1:30 a.m. And you are going to be considering the consumer price index, the monthly consumer price index, the yearly year-on-year consumer price index. Then you have to look at the RBA trimmed mean CPI, both year-on-year and quarter-on-quarter, and of course the retail sales month-on-month. So these are the events for Australia at 1:30 a.m. Of course, most of us will be asleep by this time, not in the market. So if you peradventure find yourself in the market, you need to pay attention to what's going to be happening at 1:30 a.m. on Wednesday morning. Then you have at 9:55 a.m. attention will switch over to the United Kingdom, where we'll be expecting the unemployment change report and the unemployment rates, all right, for the month of October. Okay, then at just barely 5 minutes after, the gross domestic product report, quarter on quarter, prelim, and the year on year for the third quarter. All of these are for the third quarter, will be out. At the same time, you have of course, the GDP year on year. Okay, literally GDP moment for the Eurozone. Okay, so you want to mark your calendar for these events and plan ahead. So if you want to trade them, you plan. If you don't want to trade them, you mark your calendar to know what to do. You should wait for it to come out. For it to come out, then you can then go back to your chart to continue with your method or strategy of trading. All right, so at 11 a.m., we are still in the Eurozone, where we'll be expecting the Eurozone. Okay, the first GDP and unemployment claims, these are from Germany. Of course, they will affect the Euro. So the one from the Eurozone, consumer confidence, business climate, anyway, business climate and consumer confidence are medium impact, but the high impact events there are the GDP, both quarter on quarter and year on year for the third quarter for the entire Eurozone. The very first one was the one for only the German, for Germany. Okay, so then the we'll shift our attention to the US at 1:15, 13:15, all right, hours, and that will be the ADP employment change report. That's now, if you look at the numbers there, the forecast is 110K versus the previous number of 143K. Now, I have mentioned in some earlier presentations that the way I trade non-farm payroll per month, if I want to be predictive, I use what happens to the ADP employment change on Wednesday to be to form an idea of what to expect from the NFP. So the ADP employment change on Wednesday, did I say that okay? I use it to have an idea of what to expect of the or from the NFP on Friday. So you pay attention to that, okay? So if for example now the news event, the ADP employment change for Wednesday favors, if it favors the US economy, definitely you'll be expecting that the NFP will favor the US economy too. Of course, it will also have impact on the unemployment rate that we'll be looking into later on. So so you need to pay attention to that. Then gross domestic product again for the US this time around, analyzed quarter three prelim will be coming out at 1:30. Of course, you can check the other event, but that's the major event for that time. Then at 2, actually attention shifts again to the German, the Eurozone, this specifically Germany, where the consumer price index month on month for October and year on year will be coming out. At the same time, harmonized index of consumer prices will also be coming out at the same time. Then at 3 p.m., this one is a medium impact event, but it's worth paying attention to. That's the penny home sale because its impact has a way of actually shaking the market. Now, if it does well this month, it might return to the first league, that's the League One, or the A League, where you talk about the high impact events. All right, so there will be a speech again by the Bank of Canada Governor Mark Clem at 21:15 GMT plus 1. Okay, but before that one at 19:00, German Buba President Nagel will be also speaking. That's a medium impact event if you want to pay attention to that. Then on Thursday will just, in fact, the event for 2:30 a.m. doesn't bother us because that's about from China. The NBS manufacturing PMI and then non-manufacturing PMI NBS for the month of October for China. This will affect the Chinese yuan. We are not bothered about that. Okay, so there'll be BOJ press conference, that's Bank of Japan press conference at, there's no time specified for that here, so you just have to keep your fingers crossed and wait. Maybe as we enter into the week, the time will be confirmed and the calendar will be adjusted. Okay, so we will now check out the Eurozone core harmonized index of consumer prices, all right, both month on month and year on year, and at the same time the okay, that's the year on year harmonized index of consumer price. Okay, that's month on month and year on year. Okay, those are the two, and then the core harmonized index of consumer prices both month on month and year on year. So all of them are the same thing, but then just with few slight differences. Okay, so you want to pay attention to these events. Okay, perhaps you want to exit your euro based trades to wait for the outcome before you resume trading. Then we'll have at 1:30 p.m. the core personal, that's USD core personal consumption expenditures. All right, so expenditure price index month on month. So and also the core personal expenditures price index year on year at 1:30. These are the two major events for 1:30. Of course, you have the employment cost index and the initial jobless claims, both medium impact events, as well as the personal consumption expenditure price index month on month. So these three are medium impact events. So attention will be more on the other two, the core personal consumption expenditures, both month on month and year on year. And of course, when you are looking at this, anyone, if these other ones begin to pick up to when to push the market or make impact in the market, they will change places and of course become high impact. That's the way it happens. Once upon a time, you see jobless claims being in the A league. This time around is in the B league. Okay, so on Friday, the D-Day, remember that this week is a non-farm payroll week. So attention will shift to the US, okay, where we'll be expecting the following high impact events. You have the average hourly earnings, you have the average hourly earnings month on month and year on year, then the labor force participation rate and non-farm payroll at 130. You also have to add the unemployment rate, okay, use it on the underemployment rate this time around, although these are medium impact events. So let's just focus on the high impact, because that's what will matter eventually. But then at 3 p.m. Nigeria time or Lagos time or GMT plus one. Okay, meanwhile, I think I need to quickly make mention this, that the DST, that's the daylight savings times, will be adjusting on the 27th of October. Yes, that's true. So by the time you'll be watching this video already, that would have happened, and the timing on the various zones may no longer be the same because time will be shorter by 1 hour. Okay, the time difference will be shorter by 1 hour. So please take note of that. It's almost escaped my mind. Okay, beautiful. So that is it. Let's just scan through Forest Factory and make a confirmation of this. All right. So if you look at Forest Factory, you can see the that at 3 p.m. even the ISM manufacturing PMI is high impact on Forest Factory, and then you can see the other ones, the non-farm employment change, unemployment rate, and so on. So you want to just match or marry whatever you see here on Forest Factory and match them with whatever you get from FX Street, and you'll be on the safe side. Okay, that's it from us here, and I want to believe that this will go a long way to help you make better informed decisions. So check out in the members area also for the link to watch also the you have to also watch the weekly market analysis where we'll be analyzing some major instruments or assets to help us prepare and make more profit during the week. That's it. From all of us here at Pipsoclock.com, want to wish you a very wonderful week, a profitable trading and green pips week. Non-farm payroll. May you be well paid. Thank you and God bless you.